Hey everybody, it's Digital Dave coming at you with video number 2. And this video is also about change, somewhat a takeoff from video number 1. Now, if you saw video number 1, please excuse that guy. He's still working on it, okay? We're getting better every time. Let's see what happens. By the way, my brain is being rewired as we speak, even after just one video. Okay, thinking back to video 1 and change, I just want to mention a couple things. Today, people have multiple jobs, even multiple careers. And what I want to talk about is what used to happen after that, after having that one job and retiring. And I feel like way back then, you would then change all of your investing. If you saved any money with that pension, you would just put everything into bonds and see if you could live off of that for the rest of your life, right? And now I think about things like, well, what happens to the dollar and how would that impact bonds? How can you live off of tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars if the dollar goes to practically nothing? And something I learned about way back from investing is diversification. And to me, what that meant was you might have a little bit of bonds and you might have a variety of mutual funds. And that meant that you're doing a great job, you're diversified, and you're good to go. But I think in this day, especially with the dollar being under so much pressure, I'm not going to pretend like I know all that much about that, other than when you make more dollars, the value goes down. What can diversify look like now? And the first thing it makes me think of is cryptocurrency. Yes, I'm starting to get into that in a very small way, but that's just one more option for diversity that for diversification of your funds that we didn't have way back. And I'll tell you, the biggest reason I was so skeptical of Bitcoin is I was only aware of one place where you could spend that cryptocurrency, and that was on the Silk Road site. So in theory, a person could go out there, buy cryptocurrency, and you could buy illegal drugs. That wasn't something I was comfortable with. I thought cryptocurrency was going to be, I thought it was going to be outlawed to some extent because of its, and shut down in the same way that the Silk Road website was taken down. Now, is that a valuable way or an appropriate way for people to allocate money for even investing? I think it is. And I'm going to change my mind on that and try to learn more about that, and even maybe dip my toe in the water on that one. What else? The other things I'm thinking about for further diversification of funds moving forward is silver and gold. And by the way, for all of these, silver, gold, cryptocurrency, look how far behind I am on that. I could see people laughing, saying, wow, this guy is late to the game. And that's very possibly true, but maybe better late than never. And I might be also more likely to keep my eye out for things coming in the future. What is that going to look like? Is it AI and AI stocks? I don't know. I'm not going to pretend like I know. Besides the cryptocurrencies and the metals, what else am I looking at is the mining stocks. That's maybe one thing that's lagged compared to the metals. So what am I going to do? I'm going to keep an eye on that. The reason I'm bringing all this up is a lot of people who are in the retirement age are nearly completely invested in bonds and living off of what those bonds produce. And my real question to that is, what happens when the dollar goes to zero or is even further reduced? What is that going to do to the retirement community? I don't know. I want to, even though I feel like I'm late to the game with these alternative forms of investing, I'm going to start now because it's better late than never. When I say start now, I've been learning about this for a few months and mostly throughout this current year, and continue to diversify using those other type of asset classes. So I hope you learned something today. I don't know. I'll keep you posted. This is my story. I want to thank everybody for listening, and do your research. I don't want to be that retiree who is in just one specific thing and it just goes to dust. So my time's up. Thanks for listening. Digital Dave out.